Hi everyone, hope you all are doing well. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Online Study for You. First of all, if you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed this channel till now, make sure to subscribe. This channel is going to be very helpful for you for your placement preparation. So do subscribe our channel. Also, do join us at our Telegram channel. The link for the Telegram channel is given in the description itself. Well, as you know that your TCS NQT exam is approaching. So in this video, what we're going to do is we are going to discuss the last minute tips that you can follow to ace your TCS NQT exam. Some do's and don'ts we're going to discuss in this video itself. So make sure to watch the complete video. And I'm hoping that this video will be very helpful for you. So let's start with the video now. Well, the most important thing and the most important point that you have to keep in your mind is that now don't try to learn, don't try to grab on a new concept, right? Whatever you have learned by now, it's the time to revise all these things. Don't try to understand a new concept, whether it's from mathematics or aptitude part or coding part or from anywhere. Don't give it a try, because definitely what would happen, this can create some sort of mess in your mind. Instead of learning something new, what you can do is just revise the concepts that you have learned by now, right? If there is some sort of time in your TCS and QT exam, like some are having, I guess by tomorrow itself, not sure about this, well, you can check this out, right? So accordingly, if some small concepts that you're going to learn and this sort of thing is there, you can go for it, but don't go for aptitude if you are trying to learn a new concept, right? Profit and loss you haven't touched by now, and now you are trying to learn it. So that won't be possible, because it's a vast topic, and obviously if you want to learn something, you have to practice very questions in the aptitude part, right? So don't give it a try. And whatever you have learned by now, revise everything, whether it's the mathematics, it's the formula, so revise the formula. In the technical part, whatever you have learned, the concepts of data structure or in the data structure tree and all sort of thing, the core subjects you have revised, so just go through them once, right? And for coding part, if you want to do some sort of revision, that you can do. And also make sure that you are going with the one language in the coding part. It's not like you are switching the languages, or whenever you are practicing, it's not just for the TCS QT, I would like to say about that part. Like whenever you are practicing, it's not like you are switching between the languages. Just choose one language and keep a hold on it. See, if you are okay with Python, so you can go with Python, C++, Java. It's totally your choice. And mostly I do get questions from the student side that can we use Python in TCS or not. Well, you can use. Now the next question comes is that Python creates sort of problem. Well, I think that this is sort of luck or can be a problem in your own code as well. So it's not just that Python always create a mess, right? Sometimes it will work as well. For me, it has worked. So that's why it can work or not. Like sometimes there's issue in the compiler itself. So go for it, try, just go for it in whichever language you are comfortable at. Just write your logic, even if that is not running or creating some sort of problem. Try to have a look, try to figure it out. If it is not working, then you can just let it be like this only, like the mentioning the logic that you have come up with, right? So this is what you can do. Also, I can understand that many of you, the major concern as of now will be coding part, right? So yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, coding is sort of terrific for the students. So what you can do in case of TCS, what I've analyzed or what I've asked from my friends as well, those who are already selected in TCS, and yeah, even I have given the exam and qualified as well. Well, so for that part, the thing is that what happened is, it's like there's a sectional cutoff for sure. There's a sectional cutoff, but they give less preference or less weightage to the coding part, because sometimes there is the problem in their own system as itself, right? So they do understand about this part. So what happens is like what happens is, even if you are not able to attend a single coding question, if you are not able to solve it, but you have done well and good in the cognitive part, then you will be getting the call, you will be getting the mail for the interview, right? But for this sort of thing, the condition is that you have done good in the cognitive part, because many friends of mine who've been selected for the interview, they were not able to completely, solve the coding part. Yes, they have mentioned the logic and even they have scored some marks, but not very good marks, right? So because obviously it didn't run on their platform, so obviously some marks will be there, but obviously not all the marks that belong to a particular question. So you can also follow the same thing, but here in that case, you have to make sure that you are doing good at the cognitive part, right? Okay, so that was one thing. So if still you are feeling about that part, so just relax. Whatever is your strength, try to identify it. So the most important thing is you have to try to identify your strength. Even in aptitude, what will happen, I'm knowing that most of you haven't covered the complete syllabus that is given for the aptitude part. So if you have left some topic, you haven't gone through it, and you are getting the question from the same topic in the exam itself, so don't even try, because time is very, very important. Remember this. Generally when we do solve question, we don't take care of time, like how much time it is going to take. But when it is a competitive exam, not just for TCS itself, for any competitive exam, that is the thing. So when it is a competitive exam, you have to take care of time as well, that how much time you are consuming. It's not like for just for one question you are taking 4 to 5 minutes, so that wouldn't be helpful for you. And obviously you are going to mark either wrong answer, or you are not going to attempt the further questions that you can do, because time is very less. Because for every section there is an allotted time. It's not like there's overall time. For every section there will be an allotted time. So that's the case. So take care of the time. Also, the most important thing this time is that there is no negative marking. So this is an advantage for you, because generally what happens is negative marking create problem. You cannot put any random guess, and if you're going to try if you're trying to do this, then that would give you negative marks. But now from the 2021 itself, like for 2021 batch itself, what they did is they made some changes in their pattern, and they removed this concept of negative marking. So negative marking is not there in the TCS and QT exam. That is an advantage for you. Even if you have not gone through the topic, for example in the aptitude topic, if you haven't gone through the topic from which you are getting the question, randomly mark any answer. Don't even leave blank. Always remember, in any exam, if there is no negative marking, so never leave the question, because maybe by luck you are getting the correct answer, right? So always mark it, and don't even think about it. Move to the next question, because time is very less. And generally we do doubts, or we do complaints from the students that they got less time, or they were not able to manage their time in the aptitude part. So that is the reason you are putting efforts in solving the question itself that you are not aware of. Sometimes maybe a case, because aptitude, coding, all these things are wide thing. It's not like they can be learned somehow. You can practice them, practice as much as you can, but you cannot say I'm very confident about this particular topic and I'll be able to solve all the questions. Definitely there will be some questions that you won't be able to solve. So if this sort of question you are getting in your exam, just give 1 to 2 minutes for any question, and even less than that if you want. So if you are not able to solve in that particular time as well, leave the question, move ahead. By marking any particular option, move ahead instead of wasting too much time in that question. Well, what my personal realization was that the questions won't be that difficult. If you are clear about your basics, you will be able to solve them. Question were pretty easy, like what I understand. Some question, yeah, 1 or 2 question, 2 to 3 question were problematic. So in that case you can go with that random option choosing approach that I just shared with you. Otherwise the questions won't be difficult if you're clear about the things. Some formulas based question will also be there, like identity based question, a plus b ka cube, and all these things. So if you have practiced them, definitely you'll be able to solve. When I was preparing, my major concern was on the topics, obviously, so the syllabus that was given. Other than this, I practiced the previous year questions as well to understand that how much questions I'm able to solve, right? So this was sort of my strategy when I was preparing. Let's come to the reasoning part now. Well, in the reasoning part, what I would say is that the questions were very easy, and most of the questions in my case that were from syllabus itself. And generally what even I was observed that now this time as well, they are asking mostly questions from the syllabus part. So if syllabus part is clear, definitely you'll be able to score more in the reasoning part, and otherwise the reasoning will be easy itself. Well, what happened is only the aptitude was a section where I took sort of time, or I guess even I missed 1 or 2 questions because the time was already up. In the in the reasoning part, in the English part, in the technical MCQs part, I completed before even the allotted time because the questions were very easy. So you have to, I'm again repeating this thing is because aptitude is the major part that you have to take care of. And for reasoning, technical MCQs, and English, if you are clear with the concepts, and English is not going to be very difficult, it's just a I should say the way do we speak, the way we speak, these sort of common English will be there, and you will be able to figure out that what should be the correct word that should be placed in the given blank, and these sort of things like if antonyms, synonyms are there. So not very difficult question are going to be asked. For technical MCQs, they do generally ask questions from stack, queue, in your normal data structure tree, right? So even not very depth question, just the basic question. So if you are even not having very much information about these data structures, just the basic info, the strategy they are working on, the technique they do use, the functions present in these functions, or sorry, in these structures, you will be able to solve. So the questions again here in that case won't be difficult. Just one sort of question, the one you'll getting is like output based question, where you have to directly write the answer, right? In that case, if you are going to do any mistake, so that can be a problem, because here you have to directly write the answer, you are not even having options. So be smart in that case. And in the coding part, I already told you, first of all, it's not like if I have said, then you are not even giving a try for the coding part. It's just the thing which I've observed, maybe they can give importance this time. So try best your time, best from your side. It's not just for TCS, for any exam, give your 100%. If you are not able to succeed, that's okay. It is like you gave your 100%, but if without even trying, without even giving your 100%, you are expecting the complete success, so that can be a problem, right? So that's not always going to happen. Sometimes luck work, but not every time, right? So that's why I would say, if it is not working in your case, the compiler is creating any problem or any sort of thing is there, at least put the logic, at least write the code that you have come up with. It's not like you are leaving blank, right? So these things you can do. Well, these were the sort of tips from my side that you can follow, and just maintain your time, maintain your speed as well. Accuracy is also important, but in case you're not able to figure out any question, just mark any random option and move ahead. And the thing is, don't be nervous. That's the most important thing. When even I was attempting, I got nervous. First of all, after seeing one or two questions, generally in aptitude it happens. So I got little nervous, but then I calmed down myself, because if you will be nervous at the time, obviously you will do mistakes. So you have to keep yourself calm. And even before the exam, let's suppose your exam is going to be started from 12:30. So at 12, you can listen to songs and just try to entertain yourself. Don't put any sort of burden on yourself. It's not like you are just revising formulas and all, because this is the last time. It's my thing that at the last time I don't do anything, even if some sort of confusion is there, because at the last time it is going to put sort of pressure in your mind. So give sort of relaxation to your mind, listen songs, enjoy, and then attempt the exam with a fresh mind, right? So that you can give your best, because it's all about the game of your brain. If it is not working and if it is not able to give it best, then this can be a problem for you. So don't do anything before the exam like it's 12, you are revising the things and doing rest of the things. So well, this was another thing. So I guess all these things are pretty enough for you in case of any doubt, even if there is any sort of problem. Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, that sometime network connection lag can be there, right? So you don't have to be sort of afraid at this time. Again, try to re-log in and try to attend the exam. This can be a problem, right? It happened in my case as well. So it's not like you are just giving up right there. Re-log in and attend the exam. So keep doing this if you are facing any technical issue. Also make sure if you are giving the online examination, the network issue should not be there. Your network connection should be proper, otherwise it is going to create a problem for you itself, because it's that TCS is a big company, so it's not possible for them to figure out each and everyone's problem. Although they give next chance to the candidates, but please don't create any such scenario. Have a proper internet connection at your home. Okay, so this is all from my side. If you are having any query, any doubt in your mind, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope this video was helpful for you. Keep learning, guys, keep preparing, and do your best in the TCS exam. All the best from my side.